My name is Michael Charming. I am Orgasm and Relationship Coach, a body worker, and author of an upcoming book. As a body worker, I help people release those emotions, help them express what has not been expressed, and help revitalize the sexual energy so that all of us can live in the most multi-orgasmic potential of us. I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I come from India. It's a very beautiful country with a lot of culture, a lot of food, Bollywood, but it's also used to be famous for sexuality. Kama Sutra, the world's first ancient scripture, came from India. Erotic temples and sexual education was a norm in our society. Growing up in India, I was really surprised to see that sex was a taboo. At the age of 17, I decided one day I'll be teaching this subject and I will become a pioneer in the field of sexuality. If I were to ask you, what does orgasm mean for you? What would you say? We all want to have it. No matter who we are, how old we are, and no matter how often we have experienced before, we still crave more. Would you agree that men and women are different? So surely, the masculine and the feminine ways to orgasm should also be different. Men believe they know it all when it comes to sex. Women, on the other hand, don't allow themselves the permission to have it. We live in a world where harder and faster sex is considered better, and sex toys and porn are the norm. Media objectifies women and shames them for their bodies, which creates a lot of confidence issues. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to write this book, Amplify Your Orgasm. Many years ago, I did a survey in London, going around asking people, what does orgasm mean for them? It was very interesting to hear the answers. Some said 24th March 2001, 11:50 p.m. A lady, the husband said, my husband Philip. One guy said 2 joints. One lady said, I always have sex when I'm drunk. Someone said a long distant memory. And one said never experienced, never explored. So I started doing the research to see what actually it is when we're talking about orgasm. After doing the research, I came out with 3 things. That when I used to have sex with my girlfriend, suddenly in the middle of the sex, they start crying. And I'm like, have I done anything wrong? Have I been too fast, too slow? What has happened? And she's saying, just keep going, right? I'm like, but you're in tears. What do I do? Later on, I understand that energy is moving, and as a result of her past experiences, there are triggers in her body that are stored. Those could be happy triggers, those could be sad triggers, whatever is there. And as a result of that, you see that she's crying, maybe she's happy. After doing the research, I came out with 3 things. When we talk about orgasm, we're talking about emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. It's the sexual energy which exists in all of us. So when we're experiencing that energy. Second thing, feelings. In our society, our feelings are suppressed. Feelings are the mental association and reaction to emotions that originate in our neocortical parts of the brain. And feelings are very subjective. They are determined by our behavior, our past, our experiences, our upbringing. The third thing, sensation. Sensation is where in your body? In your belly, in your genitals, in your head. Sensation is color, blue color, light color, red color, movement. Is it vibrating? Is it pulsating? So when you combine all of these 3 things, that's what actually an orgasm is. So next time when you're having sexual connection with your partner, ask them what kind of orgasm are they experiencing. It might be difficult. Ask them how they're feeling. Where are they feeling? Because unless until we have a language, women are trying to explain to their partner she's experiencing an orgasm, but unless until there is a language, we can't understand. So this allows that language communication to happen. A woman's orgasm lies in her voice, lies in her expression. The more she's able to express, the more she'll be able to come out in sexuality and in orgasm. What we men do, we curb that expression in the relationship. Why are we not having sex? Because she's trying to tell you some things which we are not listening. In my coaching over the past many years, one of the biggest concerns that I've heard from women is listening. that men don't listen. Now, if you ask a man, he will say, yes, I am listening to you, right? But there's a difference between hearing versus listening. Hearing means you're actually hearing the person. You are going and hearing how their tonality is, you're hearing their words, and you're fully present. One of the biggest concerns that comes from guys relating to women is that they talk a lot, that they don't know what they want, and this is where it's the responsibility of women to really come and express their desires. One thing you would like to desire for your pleasure. If you come out to men and say, what is it exactly that you really desire, that would make his job easier. It is okay sometimes not to be clear what my desires are, and what's important is to express them out. So from a women's side, I have one request, that instead of holding your expressions inside, it's better to let it out. And from a man's side, to create that space without disturbance, without getting distracted, no matter where your mate might be calling you for a pub. No, that's not the point right now. You're with your partner.